up, Luke? About fucking time this thing fucking works. God damn. I started to get fucking irritated, bro. Like, you have no idea. This thing is like... I'm really quiet? Damn. Really? Am I still quiet? How about now? That's what's up. Alright, Luke. Are you ready? Because you are one of them people now. That you do, my guy. Use it wisely. Right. See, let's see how many injuries I can cause today, eh? Hoorah, hoorah. Luke, let me know if you can hear the game. Because I don't think you can hear it right now, right? Yep, you can't. Alright. Gotta figure out these fucking settings shits because... Um... For some reason, it's just... My life's about... It's always fucking... Something's always fucking up. So, let me know when you can start hearing it. you just hear it? Were you able to hear it that quick second? I could hear it then. Okay. So I'm gonna go back to the game real quick, alright? And you tell me if you can hear it. Obviously you're not gonna be able to hear it right now, but alright. Let me know in the chat if you can hear it. Okay, is it too loud? A bit? Alright. Let's see. Let's try that. Too loud? Or did it at least quiet down a little bit? That's good. Short. Oh yeah. Hoorah. Wonder if anyone's online. Excuse me. If it makes me wait long like it did last time, I'm gonna be pissed. I literally sat here searching for literally like almost 2 hours for a player. And I was finally like, fuck that. Go back to play against boring ass computer. Yeah, I'm not even gonna fucking bother. Luke, pick a team. Let's go. Fucked up. I think they might have me on this one. I think my stats were 2 under them or something. Oh no, I want that on. Put it there. Random.
Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, this is NFL 21.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Steelers making their way out, and with their longtime starter, Ben Roethlisberger, leading the way. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
We talk so often about his physical attributes. Of course, the Big Ben nickname.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Good job, D. Good job. That's the way you fly the ball.
Here's Roethlisberger. Looking deep here for Ebron. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Colts ready to go to work here offensively, and it is Phillip Rivers, their veteran quarterback and longtime Charger, who will be under center.
One way you become the all-time leading passer for your team is pure talent, and Phillip Rivers has plenty of that. But there's also dedication to your craft and the willingness to get better all the time. Phillip Rivers has a van set up with a driver so that when he goes to and from practice, he's able to watch tape and find ways to improve his mechanics each and every day.
There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rivers now from the 50. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Second and 11. From the gun, Rivers. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
There on the tackle,
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And it's 3rd and 4. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. 2 veterans, Phillip Rivers fighting T.Y. Hilton. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession, and they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 24 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. He'll buy some time right. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 14. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger with a touchdown pass to Juju Smith-Schuster. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 2nd drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They begin the drive with Hines. And there to make the tackle, Steven Nelson.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Rivers caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. T.J. Watt, always a disruptor, there to blow that play up.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Rivers on the money, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rivers taken in by the tight end Doyle. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He's got Jack Doyle. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not.
That's what I want him to do. Give me a minute. I was going to fucking join the Discord Madden voice chat. It goes in the stream channel. Stream or live chats. I don't know why Discord's not fucking loading for me, but pissing me the fuck off. I cannot wait to order my fucking parts, dude. This computer, grr. So over it.
That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Good.
You don't need permission, bro. Oh, no, bro. That's because you didn't react to the roll post. I think that was in announcements. Got to go to announcements and react to it. And then you'll end up getting any well, you'll be a moderator now, but that's the only way you can get a roll. So
yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving. What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for them.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal there to make the grab. And the Colts have taken the lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Blankenship out for the point after. And he he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
A 49-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a strong first half from the veteran, Phillip Rivers. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now an option play on second down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Rivers from the gun on third down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Now a toss running left is Mack. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Breaks through the contact. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 31 yards there and a first down. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Left side, Doyle with.
I gotta pause that for a minute. My bad. Actually, gotta do a quick task. You barely hear the music, can you? Do you hear me? You can hear the music? God forbid if I do fucking... If you do hear it, then fucking Twitch and YouTube are gonna copyright it. Because they're little bitches. This shit's so annoying. That's why the music doesn't play on this game when I play it. Because I fucking posted it on my YouTube channel and they copyrighted it. And it's like, yo, I can't even control it. Like, that's the music that comes with the game, bro. Pathetic. So I had to turn it off. For a little bit of chicken fried. You fucking piece of shit. Hey, what up? Sub to my YouTube channel? You bet. I got a YouTube channel too. DH Baller. What do? Come in and say that and then just leave? The fuck? Where the fuck my paddle go? Oh. I had to roll a joint, my bad.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On second down, here's a run with Mack. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And he's got his man, Hilton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the gun, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now it's Hines, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
3rd and goal for Rivers. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack. And now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. This a 33-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side said, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a... Second and 5. Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. 13 yards there, offset some of the penalty yardage as it's second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he comes back with one complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He'll run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Colts' 26-yard line.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Can I? Challenge that far.
So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to...
What do you
right on this call, and you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
About to find out. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner able to take this in from a yard out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flag to catch.
Tomorrow. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Rodgers on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers, middle of the field to the tight end Doyle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Rivers hands this one to Matt. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
He's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. Not like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
Dylan, what's your favorite NFL team? Pick a team, chat. Pick a team. Anyone? 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 Pick a team? Whatever.
Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended set. Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards, but also higher risk. Start your week by installing your game plan. An offensive and defensive game plan has each week you can once you've made your game plan, choose to start training.
Oh, I hear you guys talking about Victory Monday. Only one way to get that. Let's see some hustle out there. We got a big game on Sunday.
Here we go. Black 5. Snickers, 66. That! Black 80, black. Black 20, black, what's that? All right, now, blue 30, black,
Hey, man, listen, great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're going to be just fine.
Ready? Black 30. Blue 30. That! 180. That! Blue 30. Blue 30. That! Black 20. Black 20. That! White 80. Blue 30. That! White 80. Black, what's that? That! Black 80. White 80. Here we go. Black 20. Black is done.
Hey, you know what, men? That was pretty dang good. And you know what's really scary? It gets me even more excited. We're only scratching the surface of our potential.
First game of the season.
Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, It's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Giants go to work on offense for the first time, and it's Daniel Jones leading the way, the number 6 pick in the 2019 draft.
A little bit of broken record time, partner, because we know that this young man, Daniel Jones, was a surprise pick at number 6 overall. But I thought that he got better and better as the year went on in his rookie year. A lot of trial by fire. Needs to protect the football better while in the pocket. But when he's at his best, he can throw it and run it. And he's an ascending quarterback. 24 touchdown passes as a rookie.
On 1st and 10, Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Right at the 40. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Throwing Jones. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline, taking themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. This is Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Ballantyne to return. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And oh, right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house.
All right, Luke, I appreciate it. Hopefully I have my other moderator hop in here soon.
A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And he'll bang that one through. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Ballantyne to return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Jones. And his throw here is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a man back from an elbow injury that sidelined him for the majority of 2019. At 38 years of age, it's Ben Roethlisberger.
He's been the starting quarterback for so long in Pittsburgh. It's hard to believe that last year only played a game and a half before going down with an elbow injury. But Big Ben is back under center, reassumed command of this team. Remember, in the offseason, he said he wouldn't trim his beard until he could throw a football to his teammates. Got that done, got a nice trim, and here he is, starting again for the Steelers. Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Good catch there by Eric Ebron, and the Steelers are hoping that they see the 2018 version of this young man. 66 catch, 750 yards, and 13 touchdowns. And that was good enough for 2nd in the league with the Indianapolis Colts. The Steelers like to throw to the tight end. They hope Ebron is the guy.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Can't do that.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. They go draw play. This is Samuels. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Roethlisberger will throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington there to make the grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Ballantyne to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
Oh, I gotta check, make sure that my game is still recording. All right, we're still there. We're still there, folks. We're still there, folks. Crazy when they start. Beauty's more, they'll never take off.
And we remind you, still one more game to get to before we put a bow on Week 1. It comes up at the conclusion of this one. Titans and Broncos in the AFC from Mile High, and that ought to be one worth staying up for. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score. In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
Johnson on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He gets it left side to Johnson. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And the Steelers 1st down.
They run with Connor. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
24-yard gain on the play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's brought down. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a 1st. Big Ben, not the most agile
I feel like I should challenge that, but I can't.
quarterback in NFL history, but he can use those legs when he needs to.
He really can, and I think it starts with him taking contact and shedding people trying to get him on the ground. That's when he becomes the most elusive.
Yeah, something he honed back at the university. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron there to make the grab. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Ballantyne to return. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the score line. 31-21, the final score. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati to check in on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. 35-27, the final score. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. In the game you've been watching, it was Ben Roethlisberger who led the way offensively in the first half. His guys are on the road to blow out City. They lead it big. As we send you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First game of the regular season, too. That's awesome.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
A good carry and a first down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018, he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, partner, there's a pretty easy explanation for his success in this one. He's very comfortable throwing the football. Did you just see that one? In the pocket, no real pressure, yet to be sacked today. When he's that comfortable, that leads to those types of completions.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Open space inside the 10, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 23-yard run as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead will swell by one more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
I'm pretty sure that this is set on one setting up from default. It's fucking locked. I can't even tell.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
55, right there in the middle, 55.
From the gun, Jones. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. On the return, Johnson. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
Who?
You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Spins away, and he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. That is caught at the 7. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Jack 16. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Jump.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. So that'll back him up 5. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's
There you get your chair. Hold on. you go. It's broken. That's why it does that, baby girl. You're welcome, baby. Can't find it. I'm not really sure on how to, What? Can't what? What's wrong? What do you want? Don't put a sad face on. What's up? Princess, what's up? What's wrong? What do you want? You want your blanket? Yeah. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm getting it. It's okay. It's fine. Which one do you want? You want this one or this one? What is up with you and Dad's fish blanket? You like Dad's fish blanket? Yeah. You want your sippy cup? It's empty. Here, when mommy gets back, we'll have her fill it, okay? Oh, you found it?
It's their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
230. 29. Let's go, team.
On the counter, it's Connor. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 31 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Boswell for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Jones throwing on first down. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Operating from the gun, Jones throwing the out route incomplete. That's Tate, and he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing again on second down. Jones, short throw to Smith. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jones got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
They'll look to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 7-yard line.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Ballantyne to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. And right away, he'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. From the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly.
Barkley hit, and the ball pops free. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. They start with a give to Connor. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
2nd and 10.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. Hitting Juju on the slant. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
13 yards. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
They'll run here with Connor. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
White 80. Watch the pass. New Mike 52. Mike 52.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he finds McDonald. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. I got you.
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. Rolling to his left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Valentine to return. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Pittsburgh, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast. The players on your team earned XP. Quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game. This is the player card. Here you can see your player's strengths and weaknesses by looking at their archetype rate.
Everly, stop. Stop. You're spilling shit all over. Sit back and eat it. Ready for some training. Dude, every time I try to get online,
Like 80! Black and black! All right now, black 20! Black I said. That! Black 5! Black I said. White I said.
Here we go. Blue 30. Black, I said. Set. Black to white, I said. Set. White 80. Set. All right now, 180. Left, left, left. That, like 80.
Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. You have grades for each. Browse available players to improve your team.
Sorry, I was on the phone. You're back? I'm back too. I was on the phone. Oh no, I don't want. I want to play the. We're gonna skip training. Let's go. Maybe team settings.
Entering settings screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Quit repeating yourself. I fucking hate that shit. I don't think this is what I want. Game options, maybe? No. Yeah. I guess I don't know.
Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Denver Broncos. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Steelers set to go on offense, and it is the big man, Big Ben, number 7, Ben Roethlisberger, ready to lead them.
And for Ben Roethlisberger, there are a lot of question marks coming into this year because he missed nearly all of 2019 with an elbow injury. And if he were younger, maybe not as many questions. But he turned 38 back in March, and now the Pittsburgh Steelers expect to see the old Ben Roethlisberger, who's thrown for over 56,000 yards in his career, leading their team.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. What did you see there on the defensive side? What allowed that good-sized run?
Well, they were in a cover 2 alignment, which means your 2 safeties are back away from the line of scrimmage. So if you can match up your blocking at the line, at the point of attack, there's usually some room, a big gap between that second level and third, and that's what they were able to exploit.
A check on the numbers last week for Connor. 13 carries, 132 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, they set a nice tone in Week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
On second down, it's Connor, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first-quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. KJ Hamler returning it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Broncos offense set to go behind their quarterback in his second season now from Missouri, Charles. It's Drew Lock.
What a roller coaster for Drew Lock from the NFL draft until the end of his rookie season, because on draft night he thought he might go in the first round. Ended up going in the second and then didn't get to start with the Broncos until the end of his rookie year. But the Broncos did go 4-1 in those games, and he played very well, working on his agility and his pocket presence in the offseason. And I love how the Broncos upgraded around him in order to give him more weapons.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And right away he lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look back where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
I certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They'll run here with Connor, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Hamler now to return it. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
There's a familiar sight. T.J. Watt with a sack. And remember last year, he was in the running for Defensive Player of the Year, and he earned it because he's been the top 10 in the league in sacks for 2 straight seasons. Really, really difficult to block coming off the edge.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hole.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there, and it's 3rd down. Block working out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On third down, Roethlisberger. He may try and run for this. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own.
And look at this. It's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker. And that'll be a turnover on downs.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just noticed special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake, watch the fake. But Brandon, don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the fourth quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it, and they were ready for it and stopped it.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Broncos, nothing.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Shifts by him, and he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Fighting to stay upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Oh, he's ridiculous.
Can't give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Drew Lock once again leads the Broncos out. It hasn't been his day. It hasn't been their day to this point, but some kudos to this crowd. This is not an easy environment to play in.
And they have to be really excited because they feel like they're having an impact on the game. The visiting quarterback not playing very well, their team not doing well. They're helping their home team out. Now, if you're that quarterback, though, you got to find a way to hurt that crowd. And the only way to do that, make good plays and try and calm them down.
I'm sure he's thinking it starts right here on this drive. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Locke on the give. It's Lindsey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Block now to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. And CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game, so you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
He's got this complete to Hamilton. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. 20. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again. Locke. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
A lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Locke. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And McManus able to put it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Hamler now to return it. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that could be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up, and now they've got to find a way to keep the score from mounting bigger against them.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a fourth down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at the 40. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Come on, man.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys did.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. You got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down in.
I don't know if anybody's here, but if you give me about 5 minutes, I got to go help carry groceries in real quick. It's cold as shit outside.
Inside the 20.
And there's a catch by Juju Smith-Schuster, and he's hoping there's plenty more of that coming. 2019, not the year he expected. Lost his quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger, early, dealt with a knee injury and missed 4 games, and his stats really fell. Just 552 yards through the air. But in 2018, what a big year he had then with Big Ben. 1,426 yards. He's hoping that the return of form of Roethlisberger leads to the return of form of himself.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Block. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
1st down, Broncos.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
And this will go for 5 up to the 33. They stay on the ground. Here's Conner again. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And oh, deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Samuels, his first touchdown of the new season. And this offense is running away with this one. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Hamler now to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline, and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
First down, Denver.
From midfield, here's Locke.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. From the gun, Locke.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They'll go for it.
It's Locke. And this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now, being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
On 1st and 10 is Connor.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards that time, at a Pittsburgh first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 16.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Samuels. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Again, a run with Connor. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
3rd and goal from the 6. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. Eluding the... And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will slow by 1 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Hamler now to return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And a coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week.